name is Jo and I work for Hobbycraft in our Woking store. Today we're going to have a look at quilling. You'll need a quilling tool, quilling papers, a needle, some tweezers and a quilling ruler. When you get your quilling papers, they are sealed at the top and the bottom, but all you need to do is pull them apart to get the colour that you want to use. So I'm using quilling papers that are 3mm in width, and my guide tells me I need it to be 15 centimetres in length, so just using a ruler, just tear it and that's fine. What I tend to do is pour some glue onto a tray, so I've got it there set. So using your quilling tool, you place it into the slot and then you just wind the paper around the top of the tool. When you get to the end, you just need to take the paper off the tool. You just gently pop it into the hole. So once that's uncoiled, just hold it gently in your fingers, lift the tip up, and you only need a tiny little bit of glue. Using your finger, gently rub the paper down. That has then left you with a nice loose coil. And to make it into the petal shape, pinch the petal so you have what looks like a little teardrop sort of shape. So as like the red ones, I've made another loose circle and we're going to just form this into the shape of a leaf. Just using a basic card, you need some green 3mm quilling pieces. Just have a little bit of glue over the stems to adhere them to your card. What you want to do is just place your petals roughly to start with, just so that you've got a layout and you know how far you're going to go. So when you're happy with the shaping that you want for your bouquet, you need to start gluing them in place. And what you do is glue on the back, pop it in place. Just put a little bit of pressure just to hold it down. Okay, so we've finished placing all the roses and I've just glued a little bow for the bouquet. So once it's all glued down, you have a little bouquet on a card. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to make a letter. To do this, you're going to need to have a piece of foam and just use normal dressmaking pins. I've pinned around the letter that I'm going to do. I'm using 10mm quilling papers for this project. So I'm going to do my outline in black. So with some glue and your needle, dab a little bit of glue just on one of the edges and fold it around one of the pins. Then using the pins as your guide, just wrap the paper around. Coming up to break it off. Now where I looped over at the beginning, I'm just going to take my pin away so that the glue doesn't set to the pin, and just pop my pin back that side now because it doesn't need the tension anymore. Once you're happy, you need to poke your pins so they're just below the height of your black quilling paper. So when you've pushed all your needles down, what you need to do is place some glue around the top edge of the black. So when you've finished applying the glue, with a piece of card, you just place that over your quilled letter, gently turning it over, and then just push it down to help the letter adhere to the card. So once you've got it to this stage, you want to leave it overnight. This is one that has already been sat overnight. You can see that when you gently start pulling the card away from the pins, the letter has stuck to the card. So you've now got your letter ready to put your quilling in. We're going to just use some colours of 10mm to make just some basic teardrop shapes to fill in your letters. Twist it around your quilling tool, pop it into your ruler, dab some glue onto that edge, pull it down. Just pinch it gently to make like a little teardrop shape. We will then start placing into our letter. Continue making all your quills and you've put them into the shape that you need. You can start gluing them into place. So dab some glue on the base of it just so that it sticks to the card and just pop it in place. the last one. And what you can do then, you could trim the card down and place it inside a memory box. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to decorate a frame. This is just a normal mache frame, but I've put some white acrylic paint on top. So I need to make 6 of these to get my petal. So when you've got your 6 circles, you're just going to pinch gently to the teardrop shape. Now for this one I'm going to use the whole length of the quilling paper and tighten it around the quilling tool. Okay, so that's all coiled up. Now we're not going to release this into the ruler this time, so you need to make sure you're holding tight and dab some glue on without letting it uncoil, and that will be the centre of our flower. So to put the flower together, I'm going to place my petals together to make my flower shape, and then you're going to just put the glue on the base and just place it over your petals. Hold it for a few minutes, let the glue set. So we're going to now just make some leaves and stems to go with that. Okay, so we've got a couple of leaves here, so again, to make the leaf shape, we're just going to pinch it either side. And then what we're going to do is make a scroll to be like a vine that I'm going to place on the frame. Now to do that, you want to just trim a piece of your quilling paper, about 10 centimetres. And then you're going to just scroll around the quilling tool just slightly, but you just want to leave it and then give it a bit of a flick. So using some glue, I'm going to glue the flower down. Okay, so you would continue placing your petals and stems onto the framework, making as many as you want to fill your frame. And you can see that one that I done earlier, I've put a photo in the frame, and I just put a bit of the trailing quilling around the top and the bottom, made another flower to go in the bottom, but obviously the option's yours how much quilling you want to put onto your frame. So if you'd like any more information on quilling, please visit the Hobbycraft website or call into a local Hobbycraft store and speak to a member of our team.